If I were the devil and wanted to destroy Western civilization, here's how I'd pull it off in 15 simple steps. First, I'd destroy the family. I'd frame men and women as rivals instead of partners. I'd convince people that fathers aren't necessary, children are burdens, and the home is a place of strain rather than strength. Second, I'd turn men into passive consumers. I'd shame drive and ambition as toxic, erase rites of passage, and turn potential builders into spectators who drift through life. Third, I'd convince women that their ability to create life is a curse. I'd portray soulless corporate work as liberation and motherhood as servitude. I'd tell them the highest political good is ending a life before it begins. Fourth, I'd confuse children. I'd tell them their bodies are errors, identity is a costume, and sterilization is freedom. I'd make sure uncertainty becomes the default state of the rising generation. Fifth, I'd elevate sterile lifestyles as moral ideals. I'd praise same-gender unions while treating traditional families as suspect, ensuring the forms that cannot create new life are seen as superior to the ones that can. Sixth, I'd reward vice and punish virtue. Failure would be subsidized and success plundered. Irresponsibility would gain protection while competence would be treated as a threat. Seventh, I'd turn politics into tribal warfare. I'd divide people by every identity marker available, ensuring they never unite around anything beyond raw power. Eighth, I'd erode national sovereignty. I'd shift decisions to distant bureaucracies, NGOs, and corporate bodies voters never chose and can never remove. Ninth, I'd convince advanced nations to import populations with no loyalty to them. I'd shame resistance, ensuring civilization weakens itself under the banner of tolerance. 10th, I'd poison the food supply and sell the cure. I'd fill diets with cheap toxins, wait for disease to spread, then offer pharmaceuticals that mask symptoms while public health crumbles. 11th, I'd demonize energy, the lifeblood of civilization. I'd convince people that abundance is dangerous and regression is moral. 12th, I'd corrupt the information stream. I'd replace truth with narrative, journalism with activism, and debate with censorship. 13th, I'd make people chronically distracted. I'd saturate every waking moment with noise until silence, and the self-knowledge it brings, becomes unbearable. 14th, I'd detach people from their past and blind them to their future. I'd teach them history is a mistake and that foresight is unnecessary. 15th, I'd collapse faith into meaning. I'd convince people nothing truly matters, so that when chaos arrives, it's met not with resistance, but indifference.